Jacksonville for just the 4th time since 1996. The Jaguars look to even the series at 4 wins apiece. It's Week 12, and it's next.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Going alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led by their 4th-year quarterback out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it. I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 41, Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Mayfield down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal, and it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
The numbers for James from last week: 6 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in.
Oh, what a juke into space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, but it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's battle down to Hatch's time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Rodgers now to throw. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's a give to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. James has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 16, Mayfield. Throw left side to Higgins. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mayfield now. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that drive of 4 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, now this from 43. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Here's Carter now on the return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And folks, after that last play, Mike Evans, the wide receiver, yet to get back to his feet. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll go down at the 28.
54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll go down at the 28. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Mayfield.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. 2nd down and 3.
This is Mixon on the draw. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Caught left side, Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A handoff to Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man is Myers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. Rodgers to throw once more. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So his 2nd field goal now here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On third down, here's Edwards. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And we're going to have a break in the action. As you can see, Mark Andrews is yet to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Open man right side, Myers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 14. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On third down, Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Gets around him, fighting his way through contact. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 41, Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Evans has it left side. And he's got this down to the 35. So that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On first down, Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James.
Right there. Dead, baby.
The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Running right, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. The give is to Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
119 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Jones again.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jesse James, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Let's do this.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll drop this one down to mix it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Mayfield on 4th down. The quick slant caught. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Atlanta, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.